live, but people still gathering. So I'm using the time to post my socials. Mostly because I always get pop-ups and all, and I don't want them on a recording. So let me jump from social to quickly announce my arrival to the online world. That's one message. Instagram is done. Well, let's just ignore that one for now. That one's not needed. Blue sky. Cara. The issues I'm having with my going live is that my browser does not recognize my virtual camera, and I need to work with an incognito browser page, and then you sometimes just have to refresh a couple of times, and then it suddenly recognizes the camera. So it's yeah, it's a bit of a thing. Close to it. Okay, Kara is posted, confirmed. Thank you for all following me on Blue Sky. Now, Facebook, finally. Signed up for Fantasy Fest in October, by the way. Of course, we still have Fantasy Fest in February, if I'm correct. Okay, Facebook done. Yes, I know I'm live. I'm well aware. Okay, and that's the wrong one. Final one. Delete. Right, how about Twitter X? TwitX? X Twitter? I mean, X Twitter kind of fits. And the reason I'm still there because there's still mostly bots, but there are some people who are actually following me actively and all. Staying for them. And trying to ignore most of the idiocy. Right, now my chat screen is a different screen. I just have to get used to that. Where is the thingy thing? There we go. Okay, I'm also a bit stressed because I came home late and had dinner late, everything late, still need to do a lot of things, so let's get started. Penny Comic first. First of all, sound check. How is the sound? It feels like I'm shouting a bit. I'm talking very loud. What do you think? And meanwhile, let's start up the Penny file before I hit start record. Because you know, the microphone is about 30 centimeters away from me. Except now it gets closer. So now it's about, well, let's say, now it's 30. It was about 40 a while ago. Penny. We have the, oh wait, I can basis backups and alts. If I just remove those, the old ones, I have less here. Okay. Before I start recording, first the weekly news, editing. Being able to do a couple of episodes every week, so that's going fine. Audio novel, bit behind, but I still have enough buffer, so hopefully next week I can record 2 episodes, and then from then on it should be a bit easier, hopefully. Faros is still okay. You notice he's getting older. He has some meh days and he has some okay days. But he's still not suffering as far as we can see. He's still begging for food. Yesterday he played a bit with us. So just we every week is just a week. Yeah, let's see. Here's the advertisement. Where's my mouse? Here's my mouse. I don't like the advertisements, but yeah, that's, I guess, what you get for free stuff, working with free stuff. Yeah, he is old, as in they expect him to be 15 years old, so that's quite old for a cat. But that's just an estimation. We don't know really how old he is, but yes, be honest, some live long, some live less long, and we just enjoy every moment he has with us. His welfare is most important. Also, well, a couple of people already knew it, that what this comic is going to be about, hence why I'm still talking, because I can't talk and draw. I'm hosting a cosplay event in my city's library. I already asked a couple of people if they wanted to be there, and I still want to invite someone personally. So I will come back to it, but they are in the chat, and they is singular in this time, and it starts with the L. So I still need to personally invite you. I will come back to it. I also invited 2 other people, but technically they didn't give a confirmation yet. So I'm not really sure if it's a yes yet. But again, not going to state their name publicly because I don't want to put pressure on them. So one still needs to be invited officially. 2 others I still need to hear. And I want to invite someone else as well, but I still need to get his contact information. And some others stated they wanted to come, but they have to see if they have to work that day, and if they have to work, what time. So it's not going to be a grand event. I wished. I mean, I would love to make it a big event. Maybe more people will come than expected. But it's the first in my town, so we're doing the best we can. And Penny, stop frowning. You're being happy about this. Also, talking about happy, before I start streaming, recording and all, I've been selected through the lottery, first round, Anime Con. Yes, I'm very happy about it. and I'm working on something to announce it, but it's very crafty and big, so maybe I can do some work on it this weekend. Hydrate. Good. First let's do the text. Record. Where's the record button? Start recording. Okay. Are we recording? We are recording. I already did this. So, but anyway, I wanted to make something for the AnimeCon anyway, and yeah, it's a bigger project. So you'll see it. Don't worry, you'll see it. You'll know it. I guess this is a good title for now. Let's see. Text. Technically, we can arrange a safe place to change clothes for special guests. I'm well aware who Balto is, but I'm not taking requests. I'm kind of working on a comic, an assignment. So my streams are not for taking requests. I'm sorry, but I don't have the capability to do that. Let's see. I will do maybe 2 more comics about this event. I mean, I have to advertise it. So this is the pre-announcement, and the actual announcement. I'm guessing 3 weeks before the event, and then of course one behind, and maybe an in between if I have something special to mention. There we go. Sending it to the people who follow but are not in chat. No, it's not the most interesting one, but it is. Well, it's advertising. If I want people to come to this event I'm partially organizing and hosting workshops, might be nice if some people actually come. I know it's weird, right? Hosting an event and then people coming? Strange. How about doing... Can't even remember why I had this color. It's a gray. Mm, no, it's a gray. It's a gray. And please think about your privacy online. Do not give confirmations where you are and when you are somewhere, because privacy... I think I need to add a little bit text because not everyone will know what cosplay is. And what do we have live at the moment? We have 4 on Twitch and 1 on YouTube. Am I still wrong on the right layer? Yes, I am. So it's very cold in the Netherlands at the moment. So I wonder, how cold is it with you? And it's indeed a pity your bell dress won't be done, but that just means this event has to become a success, so you can wear this at the second event. Also, someone will already be dressing up as Belle, so it's not impossible, but you know. I have a very busy week this week with a lot of things to do. I also want to prepare for a fantasy fest. I have a workshop I need to prepare for. Well, and the audiobook, the book. Okay, and now I'm going to be evil because I'm going to look for a little picture of the library. I need it from the other side. I can use this. I'm going to... Oh wait, they have other... Wait, maybe I can use this. And I first need to make a screenshot and blur a face because privacy, despite it being a public video, they did not agree to be in the stream. So I'm making... First we're making a snippet of it. There we go. Then I need to blur the face. I'm going yellow because it's a happy color. I know this is public information, but like I said, this person did not agree to be in the comic, so I'm respecting their privacy. There we go. So I'm very bad at perspective, so I'm just going to try it. Right layer for the record. Well, how about I first trace it? So first this, then this, then this. Okay, I can do that. It's... wait. This is a line. And then we have... It's a bit more straight. That's connected just for... That makes no sense. This is a very low bar. I know the bar is low with my art, but this is a more realistic height. And I'm drawing this by hand because I always draw this by hand. Okay, then it stops about here. And then we have this way over here. And we have this part with the little staircase going down. Let's see, this goes like this. And then this goes like this. And then we have this floor over here. And this is a pole. For some reason, probably stability. I'm not an architect. And let's see. Has to have some depth, of course. This is open. And then we have a bookcase over here. This goes a little bit down because perspective and all. And I'm taking a little bit of creative liberty. I don't even know what this nook is. I think it's the side of another bookcase. Or something like that, so... And part of it is going to be covered by books anyway. Then we have this open spot with another pole behind it. There's a lot of poles in this building. I think this might be the way to the large staircase, but I'm not really sure. Anyway, this is the background of the library. The background is the library, or whatever. Right, the thumb is on the different side. Okay, well, it's just a sketch. But anyway, it's a beautiful location, that library. It's 3 floors, all with books and fancy bookcases. You might have seen some in the screenshot. By the way, I had a teacher who was like, if you have to do an assignment and they want it to look realistic, just take some pictures and trace it. And I was like, but the people are asking for drawings and then you trace. Yes, as long as they don't know it doesn't harm anyone. And I was like, so they hire you because they think you can draw realistic, and then it turns out you just do photo manipulation and tracing, or nowadays AI. So to them, like, whoa, you're a good paying artist. And I was like, yeah, now I know how you make so much money. You just they also told me that you always have to say it takes, for example, 200 hours if it takes about 100 hours, because otherwise they think that you can do things a lot quicker, and then when you need the time, you won't get it. But then you always have, like, you can work calmly, and you work for half the time and get double the money. And I was like, I'm not going to follow in your footsteps. And I know I always undercharge myself. I'm well aware of that. And of course, this is the time for your people to come look at the 1.5 bookcase with books written about Nieuwegein and by Nieuwegein authors. And this circle is not working, so we're doing it backwards. The circle is not working at all. Come on, I can do this. I also have to make advertisements on all the social media. Also, save. Also from work, there was a customer today, a client, and I will say what he said. First of all, my water from the tap is being brown. Well, that usually means there's maintenance or something with the water. That's not usually a technical issue. So I checked the site, and indeed there was a technical issue in the area, and the water company was fixing that, and it was a pipe that broke. So the customer's reply was, "Why didn't they announce it? Then I could have looked for somewhere else to shower. What if I've been under the shower and got all that brown goo on top of me? Why didn't they announce they would be working on a broken pipe?" Let that one sink in for a moment. I also had a client once that told me that the police had to announce when they would charge into a suspect's home. So, let's first announce, like, we're going to do a charge at this and this address because he's a suspect in blah blah. And please be advised that it might be noisy. So, yeah. Kind of defeats the purpose, right? And Spellchan is over here, so you can't see that. Nah, not a balloon. Balloon sounds, it looks weird. Confetti. And hello to you too. Not sure which eye Usagi always shows, but Mhm. And I think next week, oh, that's a bit of a big blob of hair, a bit too big. Next week, next week, episode 2 is supposed to be released of my audio novel. And I should be drawing a bit faster because I still need to make the art for episode 8, which is drawing Naraku again, which is easy for me, so that it's not that much of an issue. I just need to make time for it. And now we're going to do the big library thing. It was a bit too long arms. Why, yes, I'm making it easy for myself. And the railing. Don't really have much else to share because, I'm pretty much working on that event. Need to move away the text. It's probably going to be a big balloon over it anyway, so. Okay, that makes no sense. That makes more sense. At least all the books are individual, more or less. Kind of like AI art, because it's one big blob. But this time I drew it myself. Anyway, what's your favorite book? You are allowed to say the one I wrote, so feel free to share your favorite book. Or maybe a favorite manga series. So hydrate. Currently drinking apple juice. And in this case, the apple juice is important, or at least special, because it was part of my Christmas gratification. Let's call it like that. I always get a goodie bag, gift package. That's kind of Dutch thing. And this apple juice was part of it. So I'm drinking apple juice that was donated because of apple juice, because of the penny comic. Animal Farm. I know it's a classic. I haven't read it on purpose because I think it will completely depress me. And I will feel very sad about everything that's happening. That's also why I haven't read Lord of the Flies just yet. But can you tell me why you like Animal Farm? Because maybe one day I'll get the courage to actually read it. Also, never read A Clockwork Orange, so the book also reminds me of a mother who once went to the cinema for the animated version of Animal Farm, and she said it was for children because it was a cartoon. Well, I don't think you have to have read Animal Farm to know it's not a kid's book. But it's about cute animals, so it has to be about for kids. Just like Grave of the Fireflies, it's about fireflies. That's for kids, right? Please, that was sarcastic. It's not for kids. I haven't even watched Grave of the Fireflies just yet. Yeah, I heard a lot of stories about it. My English teacher was a big fan of George Orwell, so he told a lot about Clockwork Orange, 1984, and he also told a lot about Animal Farm, though I have to admit I'm not sure if Animal Farm is from George Orwell as well. And we had to watch a part of it during English class. So no matter which political choice you take, it's always going to be the rich will get richer and the poor will get poorer. That's kind of how humanity works as a whole. I still think about my teacher. I also still remember his name. Oh, there goes my drawing pen. There's only a couple of teachers I actually remember the names. Ironically, oh wait, that was her name. Were a couple of people very negative about my art, and I still remember their names. But yeah, I don't really remember all my teachers, but I know my English teacher. Also because of a sad reason, but because of his privacy, I won't mention that. Yes, Animatrix, definitely a children's movie. It's about animation, right? Also, a fun thing. Um, Someone's coming to me and like was, hey, I need to ask you something. You draw that the Japanese cartoon things, right? What's it called again? What's it called again? Hentai, right? You draw hentai, right? And I was like, ooh, I kind of need to educate you at the moment what hentai is. That's kind of awkward, but you know. And I was like, and that's what I don't draw. But it was also quite funny. It was a lovely man. I had someone at a fair once tell me I drew hentai, and he was so convinced that what I drew was hentai. You know, all my cutesy stuff. That this is hentai. This is not definitely not hentai. And no, no, I know what I'm talking about. So he was doubling down, and I was like, yeah, don't compare my work to that, please. Watership Down. Yeah, it has those bunnies, right? Definitely for kids. I think I really cried a lot with Watership Down. Haven't been able to watch it again. Yep, that's what I always tell at my workshops. There was a company, one of the first companies, if not the first company in the Netherlands, that imported hentai, and they call themselves manga. So now everyone thinks that manga is hentai. Thank you. At least it's starting to change, but yeah. And I think Modoka, Magica Puella, Modoka, or something like that. Pink, cute, absolutely not for kids. I even with my workshops, I say if a label says it's older for people older than 16 years or 18 years, even if it looks super cute, believe it. Subversion of expectation. Let's see, can I draw this? I don't think I can draw. But thus far not really working. Yeah, this is not working. Well, I tried it. The pointy finger is quite difficult to draw. And considering I only have about an hour to draw this, and I'm already in an hour. Oh, that sounds like an interesting book. The Forbidden Animation, Censored Cartoons and Blacklisted Animators in America. Sounds quite interesting, actually. But I currently don't have any time to read books. I don't even have time to finish my own writing, by the way. Okay, sketch away. All the line art away, text away. And I still hope to one day, and it's probably going to be after my pension, to be able to read a lot of books that I want to read. I still have so many books I want to read. I first want to finish writing my own novel series, and well, I planned about 15 books. Not solid yet. And I'm at book 7, so I'm, yeah, past half. But you never know what the future brings. Maybe I'll get more ideas. I mean, ElfQuest is working on a new novel, book, comic, graphic novel. It's a bit too dark, bit too dark. If only someone could come to this event dressed up like Penny, she said, lamenting. Lamenting is, by the way, not lemonade. That's lemonading. Lamination. I'm also very lucky, by the way, because I have someone already dressed up as Naraku. I mean, the one and only live action Penny. I know some people like, wow, they dressed up like my character. And I was like, yeah, but I have two. I feel so fancy. It's too pink. And who knows, maybe one day in the future, more people will dress up like my characters. I mean, I have a gazillion ones. Technically, I dressed up myself as the character Kitty Ocean once, so nobody recognized me, of course. Had my whole hair dyed orange, but it didn't stick. So you didn't even see my hair was orange. Yeah, Nokuta would be nice as well. Still want to one day write out the story of Okuta. It's probably going to be a novel with illustrations because, a comic is probably too much work to do myself. Okay. And now the background. Boy, luckily I can get away because most of it is white. Not all the shelves are filled just yet. Besides, no one can reach those top shelves. I do plan to stream this Sunday if it doesn't become too much for me. There we go. And everything else was whitish, so let's make it a bit of an off-white. Mm, book still needs some color. Hmm. Also, by the way, watch the series Reset. That's a Chinese TV drama. We just accidentally came across it. And it's actually a very good series. Reset is, to summarize it, it's a time loop series. A bus explodes. One character experiences it over and over again. You know, the usual time loop things. And then they have to figure out how to fix it, how to stop it, and you get to learn all the characters who are on the bus. And eventually, the who did it. Um, it's very wrong what they did, but you can actually understand them. So, if you do like time loop series and detective work and trying to find out who done it, I can recommend uh, Reset. And good evening to you as well. Yeah, let's make the whole rainbow. Why did I draw so many books? Because I really dislike coloring all those books. Yeah, no, a library with books. Who would have thought? The audacity. How dare they? I'm getting there. Not much left for green books. I read a book once, but I forgot the title. Okay, then can you describe it? Well, it was blue. No yellow books, apparently. Well, oh no, you don't want people to read books. Who would want that? First, we go to do some little shading. And I know I should really hype up the event so a lot of people come, but to be honest, it's a small event. And I don't want people to come all disappointed. So people are more than welcome. And we'll do the best we can to make it a nice event. But it's still a small town library with 3 floors of books. So not that small, but you know. And it's the first time organizing it. We'll probably make a lot of mistakes and we'll probably have to learn a lot from it. And we'll hopefully hear it from all the people how we can improve it. And hopefully then we get a second event. An annual cosplay event. Then we can do like workshops on every floor. Right now we try to keep it as on the main floor. Because, you know, it's still a library. Who knows what the future will bring. Backgrounds. Or at least The easy background. But yeah, it's a great location for, well, bookwormy pictures. Mm, Mike's going back again. Would be great if I had a boom arm or something like that I could attach to the ceiling and then I can move around my microphone. But, that's probably not going to happen. Okay, the balloons. Balloons, balloons, balloons. Half the books are buried behind the balloon, but text check time. And while text check, you also want to hydrate. People are still reading and checking, so meanwhile, I'll start up the text file. I'm going to remove it because, stupid advertisements. I don't make any money off my stream, then they shouldn't either. Stomp on table. That's a bit too small. There we go. I was waiting for that. So, second text check, please. This is Dutch language, by the way. I'm working on a comic for my local newspaper, which is in Dutch, and I need some text check from the Dutch people in chat to see if I haven't missed a typo. Don't worry, English language will continue soon. But maybe you can recognize a few words. I mean, cosplay is easy. Okay. Most people have checked it. There are a few who are watching offline, so saving it for them. Saving the comic. And let's see if I need to restart or that I need to, or that I can make it easy for myself. Okay. Did I skip a banner set? Huh. Well, new year, new file. We'll do it like this. It's just a preview anyway, so. About 14 more comics and I finished year 17. And then I need to do is year 18 and then I have enough for another comic. Clip Studio paint time. And I need to check my novel to see which art I have to do. Because I think I know what I need to draw, but I'm not really that certain. This is how the file looks for my audiobook. Everything that's super tiny has already been mentioned. Okay, close that. So that's the next episode. Yes, that's the next episode. That's a shame because I knew what to draw for this episode. Oh well. Be small. The art for episode 6 is going to the base for episode 7. Not sure if I'm ever going to make an art book out of this. That really depends on how much everything's going to look. We're having... Oh, okay, black screen for some odd reason. There we go. New file. Who dis? So let's first do the sketch. And maybe I can keep this sketch and work that into the final art first. Yep. Some people might not like this art style. Maybe they like my more refined art, which is fine. This is still practice for when I want to do my children's novel, my kids book, the one with a lot of pictures. Picture book, that was the word. Got a suggestion, so let's work that first. Okay, so if I sketch, hands are a lot easier for me, but when I have to draw them for real, nope, not working. Let me check the original image that I made for this. It's old, very old. And let me see if I can get it in screen as well. I am going to update the art a little bit. Ye long time ago. Butchering a good song. It's all part of the program. Ah, there we are. There we are. Great. I only drew the backside. Well, it's still very slow. There we go. Copy image. This is just going to be my reference. Don't worry, it's not going to be part. Made in 2004, by the way. And this is technically episode 8. So preview. It's also 2004. The one on the left, by the way, the screen tone was made for a school project, and I kind of didn't really bother that much. And thank you for the compliment. Pencil. So I don't really have that much. So it was just a basic shirt. And this was just a basic vest. But I think I want to update it, the shirt. Make it a bit less plain. Yeah, we're going back way. Wait, it's 11 years ago. I feel so old. I am old, but now I also feel old. And you probably can see part of the vest underneath here. So updated a bit of the clothes. Now we're going to zoom in. My previous note. Oh, this is way off center. I can make it a bit more 3D, so at least now it's on purpose. I need to mute something because I don't like sounds. That's a bit too big of a brush. I'm a bit hesitant to tell about this episode of my audio novel because some people might only be able to hear the audio novel, which is for free on YouTube. Plug, 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 plug. First episode is out. Next episode is supposed to arrive next Friday. Every 3 weeks at the moment until I get a batch big enough. Then I can up it. But currently, not having enough to do it every 2 weeks or week because I'm a one-man show. One woman show, technically. Yeah, drawing streams are nice, so you don't draw on your own. There's currently someone watching along, private, so I don't mention who it was, and who's currently working on a diamond painting. It just brings people close together. I don't expect you to pay full attention to my stream, of course, you may. The eyes are way too big, technically. Maybe I can make that smaller. And let's work on a copy. So I'm going to copy my sketch, duplicate layer, hide the original one. Let's see what happens if I make these eyes a bit smaller. You can see I haven't been drawing in this style for quite a while already. And I also still prefer drawing on paper. We're all crafting together. Making a furry tail, posting a few extra pictures. This is the phase where Narako is still not completely, well, decent. And she's looking way too aware. So I think no. Just giving it a bit of extra shade. Hopefully that helps a bit. Yeah. It's sometimes hard not to critique. Yeah, a lot of people don't really like backseat drawers, kind of like that, telling you you need to do this, you need to do draw that, please draw this, please do that, and I'm like, yeah, well, we all have our own things. I like the hands, but the face, I really haven't been practicing. I've been drawing a lot of chibi in the past year because of my 3D printing project. Here's supposed to be here somewhere, so. And it shows. Making the eye a bit bigger, that does help. Raising the shoulders. Now I need to zoom out. And this is also the face where Narako still has amazingly long hair. Why aren't they doing anything about it? Well, you can find your own reasons. Because of the style of this art, which I want to make look like a sketch, kind of like that, I'm not going to remove all the lines, all the guidelines. I'm going to keep a lot. There we go. I technically have about half an hour to finish this art. Part of the reason why I'm timed is because of my cat. He gets medicine and he needs to get it on the right time, not too late. Gacha characters. I'm not familiar with the term. Could you please explain it to me? Somewhere I have a little bell in the back ringing, but I can't really seem to remember what that is. Well, at least removing the lines does help a bit. Yep, Amadachi. An ancient one. From the previous millennium. I can keep some of these lines to create fabric. Probably not going to make it in half an hour anyway, so I'm probably going to be late. There is a little bit of grace period with my cat's medicine, thank goodness. She's probably going to be angry. You're late again. I haven't been fed my entire life. You know how cats are. Gacha characters have big head, small body, and wild designs with clothing style and more. So it's kind of like a hyped up version of a chibi? Because chibis have big heads and small bodies, but the wild designs, yeah, usually the chibis aren't that wild. So could I compare it with that? And thank you. If you mean the orange-haired girl, that is the character from my weekly webcomic that I make for my town's newspaper. I usually draw that comic on the first half of the stream, and then second half is whatever I need to do. And currently it's the art for my audiobook. I do have other VTuber avatars, or whatever you want to call it. And usually I switch them for different settings, but if I'm strapped for time, the old one stays. And cool, I learned something new. Wait, that line was over here. Okay, so I erased a little bit too much. Well, that happens. But yeah, if you draw chibi for about a year and barely any regular art, though I have drawn the cover for my 7th novel and that art went fine, so I'm just calling it a lack of practice / art block. And then once again, I'm going to try to mimic watercolor effect. You know me, I always overwork things. Well, if you draw big heads and small bodies, then you can also draw chibi. I'm positive of that. How about a strand of hair over here? Oh, that looks a lot better. Just those little lines. Okay, line art done. Now I want some more wispy hairs. To make it a bit more unkept, perfect, less perfect. Yeah, I like this a lot better. Now, and thank you for the compliment. first the sketch, and I'm going to copy the sketch and keep that hidden in case I color over it, which is not unusual for me. Now the tricky part is going to be the watercolor effect, because this is a big blob of purple and I'm not allowed to raise my brush. First, that's not purple enough. Yep. Maybe I have an idea. Ooh. Tolerance, let's up the tolerance a bit. Don't think it's going to work the way I hope it does. Even though I've had Clips to the Paint for over a year now, I'm still considered quite new to this. We're going to be erasing a bit afterwards. Almost forget a part in her face. Yeah, I think I have most of it. Mm-hmm. This is a bit too harsh. Oh, wait, I think I need this one. Okay. Yeah, I want the watercolor edge, it just doesn't do that. Brr. No, that's not what I need. Also, this isn't really a wash, but okay. I need to think backwards now. Don't raise your brush until everything is done. There we go. Yeah, I have a lot of things. I'm on a lot of social media. Not everything is updated as regular. Let's add a dash of pink because Narako is all about magical hair. Add a touch of blue. And let's see if a touch of yellow works with this one. It just adds a little bit, making it less one color. You're more than welcome to check my channel. I have a lot of recordings from my live streams. I've muted speed paints since half a year, something like that. And of course, my audio novel. Okay, that looks like Blendy watercolors hair. Now, fix up a little bit. It's okay if it is a bit blended in. Because watercolors, that blends. And now we're going to do the face. Let's call this one hair. Skin. She's still in the very light phase, so probably going to take this as a base coat and then shade it a little bit. Let's do that the second time, by the way. You barely can see any color, but that's okay. Because this needs to be layered. Bit smaller. Maybe a hint of purple. Big hint of purple, by the way, but you know, it works. Maybe a bit less splotchy over here. Okay, I actually like this. There we go. Eyes. Which is going to be tricky because now I need to do white. Okay, this doesn't work. I don't like that. I like this a lot better. And then we're getting the eyes. No, I don't do embroidery. I have a friend who does that, so maybe you accidentally got on her channel. She's amazing too, by the way. The feature channel, yeah, that's my friend. She does embroidery. And harp music that's been donated to my audio novel. So I recommend that channel, but I might be biased. Yeah, there's a lot of fun things in the Netherlands. And Belgium, by the way. Belgium is awesome as well. Shouldn't do that one. That one looks weird. And now add a little bit of, I technically don't really like working with gray. So I need a little bit of brownish. For the shading. Not too much. I need to keep it white. And now the vest. That needs to be brown or darker brown. This needs to be done in one go. I can stop at the seam because that's easier. And then I won't cramp out my hand. The vest is way too light. So let's see if I can make it darker. Well, not much, apparently. Duplicate it. See, that works. That works already. Except that part on the top. That's one again. And if you think this doesn't really suit Naraku, that is correct. That is on purpose. So don't worry. I have a reason with things. Okay. Main art, 30 minutes. Now the background. Do I have in my scans easy to use? Well, I actually want to see if I can use this one. For those who are new, this is all scanned art, or at least it's stock paper that's being scanned. I bought all this paper, scanned it myself, which was annoying to do, by the way. Oh, I like this. I still have a whole pile of things I need to scan. Nope, that's a bit too much. Also, not what I wanted. This one. This is the one. No, that's not the one I need. Jeez. Why are you in here? Get out of here. Merge these so I can select these. Yeah, I know all about that. Of having all the that's the wrong one. So much left to do. Still think it's all too purple, so well. Welcome from the USA. May I know which state you're from? Don't disclose it if you're not comfortable with that. Just say north, south, east, west, center, something like that. Currently have some friends in California. Someone, I think it's called the state of New York. I have friends in Belgium, well, Netherlands, Scotland. So I'm always curious where people are from. Used to have someone in Germany, but lost contact. Midwest. Okay, cool. I've been to Florida on a vacation once. In the ye olden days. I think that was around the year 2000, give or take. I like this, but it has star signs on it. Yeah, you have those desktop sitters again, and then people are like, "Oh, this is so new." Well, around the year, well, I was about 18 or so that's about more than 20 years ago. We already had those. I once programmed one of my character, Chibi Aqua, and then it would transform into Lady Aqua, and then mishap in the spell, and then they turned back into Chibi Aqua. So it was very basic, not great art, but might be able to find back the art. Currently looking for art to complement this one. And I have over 2,000 images that still need to be sorted. And about 200, 300 left to scan. So, yay! I need something with contrast. I haven't looked in this folder for a while. Is this a file I can work with? Not sure if I can work this, but we're gonna try it. I mean, if you don't try it, it's not gonna work for sure. Do you like it? It's all too purple, you know? Okay, this works. Just need something to change the color because this is way too purple. Okay, I like this. It's just still a bit too, dark. So I'm gonna see what happens if I add this. And then, yeah, that matches a lot better. Now something. Wait, why do I have this folder? Still don't really like this color. It's a bit too bright. That's absolutely the wrong way. So I think the overall image is, by the way, that's a lot better. I forgot to hide a layer. That was what I was looking for. So, is this a glow up? Yeah, if you want to draw something of someone else, references are always great. Okay, so I haven't made a stamp yet for this character, for this art. So I'm going to move programs again because, one step different. First, I'm going to save. Yes, I want to save it. Save as. And then as soon as I recorded the 7th episode, I can use this art. So you will get a preview. Do not save, do not save, do not save. There we go. And then we return to this one. And then it's time for me to quit. And it's been 2.5 hours already. Need to work tomorrow. It's been 11 13 at the moment. The first thing I'm going to do is give my cat his medicine while everything converts. Why is this taking so long? Thank you. Don't worry me that much. And hopefully I can do a stream this Sunday, craft stream. And otherwise there's going to be Penny live stream with the comic and hopefully some art for recordings. So I'm just going to finish this up. That's a bit too much. There we go. And I'm going to first put this back. There we go. Now I'm going to quit. So I'll be seeing you next time. Thank you for all, and to the one who just joined. Sorry, been drunk for 2.5 hours. Kind of need to get to bed. So see ya. Bye bye.